George Kilpatrick, Inspiration for the Nation, celebrating people we feel good about. Well, the Dunbar Association is going to do it again. It's the annual Election Day fundraising breakfast, and it's the place to be, quite frankly. Dunbar Center, located 1453 South State Street,
Say
will
that.
be the place to be on
Right.
November the 4th, Tuesday morning. And if you name it, they will have it at that breakfast. It's one of the great things. Andre Harper is the executive director, CEO. Andre, tell us all about it.
Hey, so this is one of the things that I fell in love with when I got here to Dunbar and I experienced my first election day breakfast. Oh man, the biscuits was the truth. You hear me? So, I just compliment Joe's to Go. They are the primary cooks for the morning, and it's a lot of stuff: fried fish, grits, sausage, eggs, beef, turkey, tater tot. So just come on through.
I think get your breakfast to go.
Pancakes too. Oh yeah, I'm not saying it all, but I need to say it all. Yeah. The pancakes, the buttermilk biscuits, the cinnamon roll. They got cinnamon roll cake. It's really something special. They're gonna throw down. So,
and what I love about it, and I'd like you to speak to this. I love the community, right? The sense of community. You get people from all walks of life. We're all participating in our civic duty, and boy, is it more important than ever. Well, it's as equally important now as it's ever been. Let me say it that way.
That's right.
It's as equally important now as it's ever been. You look at nationally what's happening to the White House itself, right? The White House itself being destroyed, which is such a metaphor, being destroyed. For those that don't know, they're building an addition. And instead of they said, we're just going to extend it and build on, but they're actually tearing it all down to build a ballroom. Anyway, but all of that is happening because we didn't do what we were supposed to do last November, right?
Right. Okay.
That's what happened, right?
Okay. So, what we need to do is what we need to do. I mean, I'm not here to voice my opinion about who you should vote for, but I think the participation is more important than ever before.
Yeah.
We got to participate.
Yes.
We can't sit on the sideline and say, this was going to happen anyway. We have to participate in the process. And the thing I love about the election day breakfast is people go take care of their business. They come and have a good meal. They ain't got to talk about whatever they did. It was between them and the polls. And, it's the community.
Yeah.
It's having all the D9 organizations that are in the house, celebrating and getting refreshed in their conversations with one another. I just think it's beautiful,
It really is. And I like that sense of spirit, of course. So we should tell people that the donation for the breakfast is $30. It helps to directly benefit Dunbar programs, or you can come and get your plate to go. Right? You said it's catered by Joe's to Go, so you could come and hang out and fellowship, or you can take your plate to go and eat it back at the office. In fact, don't take one plate, get two. Right?
Get two. Yeah, we're trying to reach the audience. We're trying to get people to come through. And I think that one of the things that I appreciate you for, George, is the fact that you will help get the word out.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people listen to your show. And it's just great to be on to talk about the Election Day breakfast because we want to increase sales. The more sales we increase, the more we're able to raise much needed funds for the Dunbar Center to host the services that we provide for the seniors as well as for the youth, and to really do the things that need to be done to support families.
What did I read? Is it 100 and how many years for Dunbar?
107.
107. I knew the number.
107.
I had 7, and I was like, is it 117 or is it 107? 107 years. Think about this, right? Here's an organization that is particularly centered in and around our community, providing services to our community.
That's right.
And has been doing it for 107 years in Syracuse, New York. That is worth celebrating, and that is worth maintaining. And thank you, Andre, for taking over to make sure that this community treasure remains intact. And you talked about some of the programs that you have, and that funds that are raised from a breakfast like this would help to support. You mentioned senior programs, you mentioned youth programs, and I'm sure that's just a tip. You want to do more.
Right. I want to do more. You know, we want to do more. We want to make sure that we are giving our kids the ammunition that they need. You know, we got to deal with literacy. So we got a rising scholars, program within our youth program, and we got to deal with social emotional. That's why we got an inner light program that's working with kids to, help them socially and emotionally. And what we do with the seniors 3 days a week, they're here, they're engaged with one another. We're combating that isolation that a lot of times they may feel, and we got them up and moving. I know that we had a very good line dance teacher, and but she was called back to work, and you got to appreciate when people are called back to work, because a lot of people ain't being called back to work. So that left a hole for us. So if anybody knows anybody that can teach line dancing, come to the Dunbar Center and help us with that, because the seniors really want it. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
What about this sister here, Crystal?
Crystal is the young lady who was doing it.
I was gonna say, I just happen to have her card right here.
Yeah, she's a hard act to follow.
I was gonna say,
she was the one that was doing it. She is the one that got called back to work. So, we're trying to replace somebody who was very good at what they did.
Yeah. Well, let's put the word. All right. So one thing Dunbar needs is, if you know, and I know people who know line dances. So listen, if you know somebody, it's funny. They don't know. I know people that know other kinds of dances that can do like salsa and things like that. But specifically line dances, I got to think about it. So listen, audience.
Okay.
Hit me up. If you know somebody other than Crystal, because we know Crystal's the one, right? Who can teach line dances at Dunbar Center, let us know as soon as possible. Call me, you can text me, email me, however, or call Dunbar and say, hey, I got it. 47. Let me see if I remember the number. 315-476-4269. Do I have it?
Say it again, brother.
I think now I'm doubting myself, but I thought it was 476-4269. I thought that's what did I miss that?
315-760.
Okay.
3155.
760-3155. 315-760-3155. Yeah, I was way off. And so call Dunbar and tell him you got the answer for the line dance teacher. But getting back to the point of the call, these are you talk about inner light program with the youth. You talked about what was the other one?
The Rising Scholars. Dunbar Rising Scholars.
I love it, and so, but the topic at hand is Election Day, November 4th. Mark your calendars right now. Today, when people will see this, early voting started today, right?
That's right.
So,
That's right.
Or maybe yesterday. Started yesterday, but you can vote today. From now until next Sunday, you have 7 days left, or whatever, to vote. Early voting starts today, and you can go to anywhere in the county and vote no matter where you live. And I want to make that very clear. So We know we have very important elections, local elections, your town and your city elections are as equally important. I know there was a law just passed that they want to move the elections to the even years. I just saw that the other day. So, but Dunbar Association, November 4th, Tuesday. Breakfast starts at what time?
8
a.m.
8 to 11.
8 to 11. So, and I told folk, you go to Dunbar for your breakfast, and then you head on over across town for the rest of the day. But it's got to start at Dunbar.
Got to start there. Let's start it there. And this is what I tell people, more than ever before, democracy needs a good meal. So you might as well get it started.
Listen, the movement didn't run on bread alone, baby.
That's right.
They had some sisters in the back and some brothers too, making sure that the movement was fed. So we're at Dunbar. We're going to say democracy matters because we always got a plate for you. There you go.
Right. There you go. There you go.
November 4th, 8 a.m., $30. Take in or eat in. But support Dunbar and the work that they're doing. 107 years serving the Syracuse community here on Inspiration for the Nation. Andre Harper, executive of the Dunbar Association. We thank you so much, and we wish you well.
Thanks for having me.
Inspiration for the Nation.